I feel like we have have to acknowledge what everybody is talking about. It's on the cover of every paper probably all across the country, the tragedy at Virginia Tech. And how do you guys deal with that on a show like this when you're sort of, you don't even know what to say?
Well, our show is an entertainment show, but when something like this happens, it's so newsworthy, and you just want to give your prayers and your thoughts to the families of the students and the victims and all of the people in that community, because what happened there is unthinkable. It's almost unspeakable.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. I was watching CNN yesterday. I was glued to the television. I couldn't look away. And it's every time something like this happens, and it doesn't happen often, thank God, but when it does, you see the advances in technology more than anything. How the students were capturing what was happening with their cell phone cameras. How the students were communicating with each other via the internet and all of that. And so you think, wow, 10 years ago, we wouldn't have any of this footage that we're seeing from inside the building, as it's going on.
And you're left with the same feeling that you get, and it seems like it fades so fast, which is you've got to be living your life.
For those families, for the parents of those children, for the children of those parents that were killed, you don't know how do they go on.
Yeah.
How do they go on? Will their lives ever be the same? It's just, it's one of those things. It's so senseless. It's so awful, and still, nobody really knows what happened, and so we'll have to pay attention for the next, I'm sure, several weeks, and information will be coming out of there. But so there's all of that in the news, and then there's all the flooding in the Northeast, and there's a lot going on today, and it's a day of comedy for you, Probst. So, but it's very, there are people who are homeless in the Northeast. There are people whose homes and everything has been washed away, wiped away.
So let me ask you this: I tune in to watch Regis and Kelly for an hour of fun. So is that, because I'm just filling in for Regis, is that sort of the approach you take? Is that, there are these stories on the news are all over. This isn't a news show. So is that you acknowledge it, but then it's okay to move on and do your show?
I don't know. We'll find out, Jeff. I mean...
Well, I don't know.
What do I look like, Doctor of Television?
Nice transition.
We'll pass it over to you, Professor.